In a city that sees everything, Kael Veyron watches back from the shadows. A signal cuts through the noise and brings a ghost back to life. Once Kael and Lyra built the system together, before everything broke. Memories burn, but Kael shuts them down and chooses the hunt. Through hidden paths and watching eyes, Kael moves where no one should exist. The system scans, but something inside it begins to fail. Deep underground, Kael searches for the one name he can't forget. Lyra Solen appears, then vanishes behind a wall of control. He pushes deeper, risking everything, and triggers the system's wrath. Somewhere above, Lyra feels the breach and welcomes the chaos. Lyra tightens her grip on the system. Every move calculated, every outcome controlled. The network surges violently, and Kael feels the system pushing back. Across the city, lockdown spreads, a silent prison sealing every escape. Kael runs against the clock, every second closing the walls around him. His presence is exposed, and the hunt becomes inevitable. From above, Lyra watches, always one step ahead, always in control. Fragments of the past bleed through, but the truth refuses to stay buried. Pressure builds inside the system, and inside Kael himself. A direct signal cuts through the noise. She's reaching out to him, face to face in a digital void. Their war begins again. The connection shatters, but the damage between them is already done. Silence returns, and Kael stands alone inside a system closing in. Lyra locks onto his signal, the hunt now precise, inevitable. Warnings flood in, every path ahead turning into a trap. Kael uncovers the truth. Memories aren't stored, they're rewritten. Reality distorts around him. The system begins rewriting everything he knows. Lyra stabilizes the chaos, restoring order with ruthless precision. A hidden path emerges, a chance to break deeper into the system. The city responds. Machines awaken to hunt him down. The chase ignites, and there's no way out now. Kael slips through closing walls, surviving by seconds, not chances. A drone passes inches away. One breath could end everything. The path collapses behind him, leaving no return, only forward. Lyra recalculates, adapting faster than any system ever could. The truth resurfaces. Lyra didn't lose him, she chose to betray him. Back in the present, anger replaces doubt, and Kael keeps moving. Kael strikes back, sending shockwaves through the system itself. Lyra responds instantly, control tightening like a noose. Doors slam shut, and Kael finds himself trapped at last. Face to face again. The past and present collide in one moment. They stand frozen, two minds bound by the same broken past. No words needed. Everything between them still burns. The system reacts to them, unstable, unpredictable, alive. Lyra warns him softly, but control still defines her every choice. Kael triggers the collapse, and the city begins to fall apart. Failure spreads everywhere. Even Lyra struggles to contain it. Their ideologies clash. Freedom against control, truth against order. Lyra defends her world, believing control is the only way to survive. For a moment, Kael hesitates, doubt creeping into certainty. But the divide is too deep, and neither can turn back now. The system begins to break, and everything they built starts collapsing. Lyra fights to hold control, but the system resists her. Kael resists the override, refusing to lose himself again. Memories fracture, past and present collapsing into chaos. His identity begins to fade, and even Lyra slips from his mind. For the first time, Lyra hesitates between control and emotion. The entire city destabilizes. No system left to hold it together. Kael clings to one last anchor, the only thing still real, while he pushes forward on toward a choice that will end everything. At the edge of the core, silence falls before the final decision. The core awakens. Power beyond control surrounds them both. The system pulses like a heartbeat, waiting to be chosen. Time stands still, as if the world itself is holding its breath. Lyra reveals the truth. She once saved him by rewriting his life. Everything Kael believed fractures. Nothing was ever entirely real. The choice is clear. Destroy the system or preserve their existence. For one brief moment, they reconnect through everything they lost. Kael chooses sacrifice and triggers the final shutdown. The system collapses completely, taking everything with it. Kael fades into nothing. His memories erased, his past gone. Lyra stands alone, surrounded by silence and everything she's lost. At dawn, he walks past her, and she lets him go forever.